there, it's Coach Rylan here again, and I'm back with your second video coaching lesson, and I'm going to help you get toned and sculpted arms in the fastest way possible. Today's lesson refers back to the first lesson when we talked about the arm pinch test. And again, the arm pinch test, if you haven't seen it, go back and make sure you do that, because that is the essential first step before you can even begin on any program that's going to help you get toned arms. So do the pinch test. So go back and watch that video if you haven't done it already. If you already have, then what we're going to talk about today is what to do next. And that is the 3 essential steps to melting body fat and sagging skin from your upper arms. So this is for you women who have already done the pinch test and have found that you have ½ inch or more of excess sagging skin and body fat on your upper arms. If you did that test and you didn't come up with that, if you find that you're not actually suffering from excess body fat on the upper arms and that it's a lack of muscle tone and definition, we're going to talk about that in next video. But 90% or even more, 90%, I'd say probably close to 95% of the women that I've worked with have found that they do the pinch test and they come up with ½ inch or more of excess body fat and sagging skin. So this is going to apply to most of you out there. So the 3 essential steps to eliminating that body fat from your upper arms, and that includes the excess sagging skin as well, is this. We're going to start with full body, not just arm toning exercises, but whole body toning exercises. And the reason that's important is because if you're just doing arm exercises, and most of you will be able to relate to this, you can do all the arm toning exercises in the world and it's not going to make an ounce of difference if you have excess body fat on your arms, because that's spot reducing, and spot reducing doesn't work. And we'll talk about that in future lessons, but basically what you need to know is that spot reducing, which is working a muscle in order to burn body fat from that muscle, doesn't work. So you can do all the arm toning exercises in the world, it's not going to make an ounce of difference on the body fat that you have on your arms. That comes from doing full body exercises, because that involves all the muscles in your body, which therefore burns way more calories and increases your metabolism, okay? So that is step number 1. And you have to make sure that those full body exercises also tone the arms as well. So that doesn't mean just doing any old exercise and expecting that you'll lose body fat and tone the arms at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Remember, the exercises that I've created and put into the Go Sleeveless DVD are exercises that do all of this at once. And again, most of this is stuff that I've developed myself, so you're not going to be able to just flip through a magazine and find that, or open up a textbook and find that. So make sure you're aware of that. You need to do full body exercises that work all the major muscle groups in your body at the same time that you're toning the arms as well. That's point number 1. Now, point number 2 is that you need to follow a correct diet. No matter how much you exercise, it will never make up for an incorrect diet. And what I'm talking about when I say an incorrect diet, we're not talking about, excess calories and stuff like that, although that is a problem. Calories are not the issue here. The big thing is you need to cut out all the foods that are causing you to store fat and replace them with foods that will actually cause you to burn fat. And this is not a simple equation of trying to restrict your calories, and most of you probably already found out restricting calories doesn't work. First of all, you get way too hungry and then you just go off the diet anyway, and you're going to eat. Eventually your blood sugar is going to get low enough that's going to force you to eat, so calorie restriction doesn't work. And also, it doesn't make any difference if you're still eating foods that, although they're low in calories, are kind of toxic and acidic to the body. So what we need to do here is focus on correct diet. Now, I've got a couple points that I want to mention about that. You need to eat foods, again, that are going to burn fat. And what I mean by that is foods that are high in fiber, low in sugars, and things like fruits and vegetables and lean proteins that will actually make your metabolism raise up and burn more calories, and they'll actually help you detoxify and cleanse your body. We'll talk more about detoxification and cleansing in a later video, but know that basically what we're trying to do is fuel your workouts, give you enough calories that will keep your metabolism high, and detoxify your system all at once. And this will result in excess body fat being melted away really easily, as well as detoxification. Your health will improve, and a whole other host of benefits, but basically those are the keys right there. Now the last point, the last key to melting fat from your upper arms and eliminating that sagging skin and the excess body fat is to do cardio that will increase your metabolism and burn fat. Most people assume all cardio does this, and this is absolutely not the case. Cardio, when done the traditional way, which most people do, you step into any gym, and this is what I've observed, I'd say probably 95% of the cases out there, people are doing cardio completely the wrong way. They're doing cardio in a way that actually makes them hold on to their body fat. You might think, how is that possible? Well, basically it works like this. When you do cardio the traditional way, which is basically get on a treadmill, and either you do a walk or you jog for 20 minutes, 30 minutes or more and trying to burn as many calories as possible, it doesn't work, because what happens is your body actually gets more efficient at burning fat. What means it's, when you're doing cardio like that, your body likes to use fat as fuel. And so by doing that cardio all the time, you're actually making your body much more efficient at using that type of fuel. You don't want efficiency here when you're burning body fat. You want inefficiency. You want to burn a whole mess of body fat and do it inefficiently, so you're just getting rid of all of it. If you're efficient, you're burning very little amount of body fat and getting more energy out of it. That's not what we want to do, and that is what traditional cardio does. So what you need to do is start focusing on what's called high-intensity interval training, which is basically, at the most fundamental level, bursts of high-intensity cardio followed by low-intensity recovery intervals. So that can be something as simple as walking for 30 seconds and then sprinting for 30 seconds. There's a specific formula that I use in the Go Sleeveless system that actually will trigger a much more rapid increase in your metabolism and a much more rapid increase in your body fat burning. And also it keeps the cardio sessions very, very short. You're usually doing maybe 10 to 12 minutes cardio and burning more fat in that 12 minutes than in 30 minutes of traditional cardio. And I think we'd all agree we'd rather spend a lot less time on a treadmill. And you don't need to use a treadmill. There's lots of different ways you can do that. I go into detail in the Go Sleeveless system, but right now what you need to know is that you need to do full body exercises that are going to use all your muscle mass as well as tone your arms. You need to get a correct diet that is going to fuel your workouts. It's going to burn fat, and you're going to remove the foods that are causing you to store fat. And the last thing is you need to do cardio that is also going to increase your metabolism, burn fat. By doing those three keys, that will help you eliminate all the excess body fat off your arms. It will tighten up the skin. You'll get toned and sculpted arms. And that is really all there is to it. And that is for you people out there who are struggling with excess body fat being the result of the pinch test. So remember, if you've done the pinch test and you found out that you have half an inch or more of excess body fat, the key to getting toned arms is to lose that body fat, tighten that skin up. This is your goal. If you find you have less than half an inch when you do the pinch test, we're going to talk about that in your next lesson, which is coming up next week. Now, if you don't want to wait for that, if you don't want to sit around and wait for all these coaching lessons to come week by week, head over to GoSleeveless.com, pick up the DVD, and I'll go through all that detail. You can get that right away. And again, while you're waiting for that thing to ship to you, you can actually download the whole manual right on your computer instantly, so you can start reading that and get started right now. So stop procrastinating, get over there and do that. And I'll talk to you again next week when I come back with your third video coaching lesson on helping you get toned and sculpted arms. Again, I'm Coach Ryland from GoSleeveless.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself.